Hello, everyone, and welcome to the party. I am so glad you're here. Isn't this great? I love doing virtual events. It's amazing. So, thank you to all the ladies who have worked tirelessly to put this together. I'm Molly Simpson, and I am a platinum in Nikken. And I'm so excited to be sharing with you today how to party up your Nikken business. So, I had the opportunity not long ago to have a host of younger people interested in starting a Nikken business. They were accustomed to more of a party type atmosphere when promoting businesses, when going to their friends' business parties. And Nikken sometimes has more of like a seminar type feel, which is great for some, but a lot of the people in the younger generation are looking for something that's fun and engaging and full of hopping energy and that kind of thing, and it wasn't exactly working for them. So I thought, well, we can make this fun. And I collaborated with a few other people to create a party plan, something that would engage the younger crowd, but fun really is the universal language. People like to have fun. And so if you can create this kind of party atmosphere at your events, whether they be in home, in person, or online, there's a shift happening to more virtual type events. And so this is designed to be used both ways. So I'll give you some tips on both, setting up both ways, and you can choose which works best for you in your circumstances. I was a stay-at-home mom and actually homeschooled, so I was pretty much anchored to home most of the time. So I would either set up parties that were at parks. We used to have lunch and learns where we would have everyone bring a healthy meal to share as a potluck and their children. And we would meet at a park and just eat our potluck lunch, and the kids would play on the playground while we talked Nikken in the pavilion. And it usually took a few hours because when you're dealing with lots of extra kids, that's just part of the name of the game. But it was really relaxed and comfortable, and people would just share their experiences. I would do a few product demonstrations. So that was a fun way to do it as a young mom. Now I've got kids who are older, and but I'm still home a lot. And one of the things I chose in my home was a big open space so I could have parties here. And so what I typically do, our last few weeks we've had a farm fiesta. I love having a theme to the party. It's not necessary, but think about what we've had. Star Wars themed parties before. We've had today that I'm recording this is St. Patrick's Day, and we've had St. Patrick's Day themed parties where people wear green for bonus. They earn the leprechaun's gold instead of the famed Nikken bucks. So you can just make it fun. I find that three things that really draw people in is food, friends, and free. So and fun. So there's four things: food, friends, fun, and free. So I put that in my advertisement. I'll make a Facebook event, or you can make an actual tangible invite. And or I like sometimes to do a really creative text message with lots of emojis and set out the theme that way. But I'll just copy and paste that text message to everyone that I'm inviting. So I will make up my theme and hopefully post the event at least a month in advance. I start planning. Sometimes it doesn't get out till a couple weeks in advance, and that's okay. But you just want to give them enough advance notice to get it on their calendar. You can just even do a save the date. But you can start having something regularly. We've started having twice a month parties or fiestas at my home, and people just plan on it. So once you've got all the details planned, figure out, okay, do you want there to be an actual meal with it? Or do you want it to be potluck? Do you want it to just have everyone bring an appetizer? If people are responsible for bringing something, they're more likely to show up. So I like to have them, oh, can you please bring the napkins? Can you bring, it doesn't have to be anything big, but just something. What we've done a lot lately is nachos. So can you please bring a bag of tortilla chips? Can you please bring a bag of cheese? Can you please bring, and then people, well, if I don't show up, there's not going to be chips for people to eat, that kind of feel. So once we get all those details worked out, I will remind them frequently, but not bombard them. And I remind them in different ways. So I may send them an email one time. I may send them a text one time. I may invite them through the Facebook event one time. I may phone call one point. Maybe you could mail them an invite. But if people commit to coming, then just keep it fresh on their mind. It may take a few reminders to actually get them there. But I've also found that if they don't make it to the first one, they want to come to the next one. So have your next one in mind and a date planned so that you can say, oh, we're going to be having another one. I'm so sad you're not going to make it to this one, but I'm so glad that it's possible you're going to be able to come to the next one. And then it gets that expectation coming. Okay, so all the setups in place, and the day before the event, I may send out text confirmations and say not something like, will you be making it, but something like, I am so excited to see you tomorrow. Do you have any final questions? Or I'm so excited. Please remember to bring XYZ. All right. And then the day of the event, I take some time to set up my stations. With Nikken, it's easy to remember the good news and start with grounding, have a grounding station, have a nutrition station, have an energy station where you have the insoles and the Magduo and the Kenko Touch and the power bands and all the things that have to do with our proprietary energies. And then a water station where I'll have the waterfall and the sport bottle and the shower head on display, but I'll also have a water sprayer, a fingertip sprayer to do the demonstrations with. And then have a sleep station. And I set out a table and put my sleep system components on it so that people can see. And I used to have people actually lay on it, but not a lot of people are comfortable doing that. So I will put the pillow out, the cocoon, the mattress topper sample, and let people just kind of experience that with the sleep mask as well. So as people are coming in the doors, I have music playing, some upbeat music, and maybe it's something that's in harmony with your theme. But then I'll also be handing out Nikken bucks. And who doesn't like money? It's a fun way to build excitement. So I have these that I just printed off, just Nikken bucks, something super simple. This is on cardstock, so I can reuse them over and over again. And as you can see, they're in increments of $100. People are much more excited about $100 than $1, right? So, and gold pieces were fun too when we had those going around. I don't have them anymore, but it's a fun way to build on a theme. You can use whatever. One time we had a pirate theme party and they were doubloons. You could get, and we used a lot of pirate lingo. There's several games that we play at the party. They can get a bingo sheet right when they come in the door and say, as you hear these products, I had all the products listed in squares. And as you see or learn about these products, you can mark them off. First one to bingo gets 500 Nikken bucks. So just build up fun. If they bring a guest with them, they get bonus Nikken bucks. If they if they're there for the first time, they get bonus Nikken bucks. Don't be chintzy with the Nikken bucks. I have a lot printed up so that I can just be free, because it's more fun when there's more money. So just give it out freely. And throughout the event, as people answer questions or ask questions, or if they come up to be part of the demonstration, then they get more NECAN bucks. I usually have another consultant that's in charge of passing out the money. And people will start calling it, other guests and stuff, like, oh, pay her, pay her, pay her, and it's just fun. It builds the energy. So then I go through the products and I try to keep it under 40 minutes, just demonstrating the products, talking about each one, and then pass it around, get their hands on it, get your products on the people so they can really experience what really is most important, that they know what it does for them. And it's a great way to get them engaged, and you can give them more NECAN bucks for it. So the party's going along swell. You can decide whether you want to have eating before, after, during. I usually have the party time be set for 2 hours, because inevitably, even though my presentation part isn't going to be longer than 40 minutes, there's time for mingling beforehand. There's time for eating and asking questions and getting clear on products. So that works out really well. Then before they leave, we have a NECAN buck tally. If they want to register as a customer, you can give them bonus NECAN bucks. If they have a list of friends, referrals, and that kind of thing, you can give them NECAN bucks. Just get creative on how to leverage those NECAN bucks. And then we have an auction. So I'll have things on the auction block, like a gallon of Pymag water, or a 6-inch strip of duct tape, or a day's supply of KVB, Kenzin Vital Balance Shake. You can choose what is going to be most beneficial. I have used Power Minis before for samples. Think of things like that are duplicatable. You might be able to give away a set of Mag Duos, but don't do it, because your prospective business partners are going to say, oh my goodness, I could never do that. So keep it simple, keep it duplicatable, something that everybody could give away. And it's fun to see when you actually get into the auctioning off of these things. It's fun to see how excited people get. And I've had gallons of Pymag water go for thousands of dollars, thousands of NECAN bucks. So it's fun to see them kind of. One time we almost had a WWF event over a bottle of Pymag water. But the people are much more likely to use their samples if there's some value attached for them. And that's why we do the NECAN bucks and auction them off at the end. So they can come back next time with their friends and get more NECAN bucks if there are other things they wanted to try. It's a great way to really create community and investment in wanting to experience the NECAN technologies. So I highly recommend hosting parties. Make sure that you have an appointment set for follow-up before they leave. Okay, what were you most interested in? All right, can I email you some more information, or is text better? All right, I'll call you in a couple days to make sure that came through, and see what questions you have before you're ready to start your wellness home, or before you're ready to join me in business, and kind of get a feel for where they're at. Online parties are another fun thing. There are several companies who host online parties, and you can do similar things through an online party. There are a lot of people who can teach you how to leverage social media for building your business. I'm partial to my daughter, Haley. She has a group called Zesty Online Strategy, and I highly recommend her group for helping you learn how to use social media to the best of your ability and advantage. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this answers your questions. Feel free to reach out to me. I am on Facebook, Molly Atherton Simpson, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have there. Good luck, everybody, and have a great time. Let's party up our way to success.